Welcome to today's video on solving inequalities. Hopefully you've already done the warm-ups and now you're just checking the answers to your warm-ups on this video right now. I already have the answers on there, but I am going to explain how I got those answers. First of all, in the question, this is about Mr. Gomez getting a notice from his bank when the checking account drops below $15. So that's the key phrase right there that we need to know in this problem. Okay, in example A, it says write an inequality for the situation. Well, it told you to let x represent the amount, so that's why I use the variable x. And since I want to drop below, that would be less than. So that's why I have x, the amount of money that in my account. If that amount of money, x, is below, less than 15, that is when I get, or Mr. Gomez gets his notification. So x is less than 15. For B, we want to graph the inequality. When we graph the inequality, the first thing we want to do is we want to take the 15, find it on the number line, and we want to circle that 15 on our graph. Then we are going to draw a line. We have to determine if it goes to the left or to the right. Since I want all the amounts, which is what I'm shading in, x represents what you're shading in. Since I want all the amounts less than 15, I'm going to shade to the left because that's going to be 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, and so on. Those are the numbers that are less than 15, and I'm shading in x. My shaded in line represents all the values for x that would be true. Now the reason that it's an open circle is because it does not include 15. It cannot equal 15. And so by leaving it open, I'm saying we're starting at 15 but not including 15. So it's not included. Okay? Now C was answered in my explanation. Why is the graph shaded to the left? Because those are the values that are less than 15. The ones below 15. So I answered C in my explanation of B. Is negative 10 a solution? Yes, it is, because negative 10 is less than 15. So if Mr. Gomez spent some money and he ended up with negative $10 in his account, he would get a notification from the bank. And E, explain how the graph would change if you got a notice when the account dropped to 15 or less. Since 15 is included in the amount, it says 15 or less, since it's included in the amount, we would fill in the circle, which would indicate that it can equal 15. Okay, now that I'm done with the warm-ups, I'm going to move on to the lesson for today. So follow along and write down these examples in your notes. In our first example, I already have that done for you. All we're going to do is check to see, and we're going to solve these inequalities by checking values to see if they are solutions or not. So I substitute 0 in. 0 minus 4 is negative 4. Is negative 4 less than 15? Yes, it is. So that's a true statement. Now for B, I'm going to plug in 19. So write this down. 19 minus 4 is less than 15. Now I do the work. 19 minus 4 is 15. Is 15 less than 15? No, 15 is equal to 15. So that is a false statement. Okay? Now let's try 18.9. If I plug in 18.9 for x, I get 18.9 minus 4 is less than 15. 18.9 minus 4, well 18 minus 4 is 14, so I get 14.9 is less than 15. Is that true? Yes, that is true. Now D, I plug in 15 and 1/4. 15 and 1/4 minus 4 is less than 15. Subtract those, 15 minus 4 is 11, so I have 11 and 1/4 is less than 15. So that is a true statement. So what is my answer? Well, you got to be careful here. A lot of you would say A, C, and D, but the question is asking for which is not a solution. Not a solution. So only B is the only false one. So the answer would be B, 19. That is the one that is not a solution of the ones I gave you. Okay? Now I'd like you to pause the video, go ahead and do the guided practice, and discuss those answers with your partners before moving on and checking your answers in this video. Okay, hopefully you've already discussed your answers with your partners. So now here are the answers. So go ahead and check them. I already have the work out there, but please check your work to make sure it's true. So the first one, I substitute 4 in for x, and I get 3 times 4 is 12. Is 12.6 less than or equal to 12? No, it is more than, so that is a false statement. For B, I plug in 4.2. 3 times 4.2 is 12.6. And my question is 12.6 less than or equal to 12.6? Well, since it's equal to 12.6, that is a true statement. Now for C, I plug in 3. 3 times 3 is 9. Is 12.6 less than or equal to 9? No, so that's a false statement. And the last one, D, 3 times 10 is 30, and 12.6 is less than or equal to 30. That is true, so that's a true statement. Again, I'm asking for the ones that are not a solution, so that would be, in my examples that I gave you, 4 and 3, or A and C would be the ones that are not a solution. Go back and rewatch anything you need. Otherwise, have a wonderful rest of your day.